Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Janine and this is Janine Sews. And this video is episode 5 of Friday Sews for my channel. And it's Friday, December 8th, 2023. Today I'm going to show you my finished holiday party dress, tell you a little bit about what I've been working on, what I'm planning, a bit about life. But at the end, I'm announcing a special giveaway. So I hope you will stick around because I think it might be worth your time. My husband's work Christmas party is tomorrow night, and as I've told you over the past couple of weeks, I've been working on this dress. It's finished, so I'm going to pop it on and let you see the dress and tell you a little bit about all the changes I had to make to get it to a point where I'm happy with the dress. So this is the Ellie and Mac Heart and Soul twist dress. I made this last year and it was tight. And I thought it was wearable, but it was too tight in the back because you can see the band of my bra. And the side seam showed that I really needed more fabric in the front. And the draping was also pulling on the side. Well, I popped up a picture. So this year I cut one size larger in the back and 2 sizes larger in the front because I was trying to stop the pulling on the sides from there not being enough fabric on the front. Sewed up shoulders, neck, sleeves, put it on. It was just too big. There was no waist definition. It had too much ease over the bust, but it was fine from the waist down. So I just started tweaking. I took off 1/2 inch in the back seam to bring it up a little bit because it was kind of draping down too low. And I just wound up taking off of the sides so that I had more fit through the bust and the twist at the waist. Adding 2 more sizes at the front did not help much on the side seam because the side seam still pulls. And it was this way before too. So I just don't know if there's something about the drafting or if it's because of the twist. I mean, nobody will notice it but me. But at least now it's not too tight in the back. Drapes nicely in the front. It doesn't pull, but I still have waist definition. The front, the neck band is pulling a little bit. It is understitched, so I think it's just the fabric. So before I wear this out tomorrow night, I may just do a line of top stitching to keep that flat. I don't know if I'll use this pattern again, but this will get me through holiday season. It's 2 weeks until Christmas, and I do have a few things I'm working on that I want to be able to wrap up before the holiday. This week I made good progress on 3 projects, but I didn't finish anything other than the dress. Normally, I'm very much work on one project at a time type of person. And at the moment, I have 3 projects underway, which is completely an anomaly for me. And I'm not sure how much I like working this way. Because I keep getting myself confused about where was I with this one? What decision did I make about this? So for whatever reason, I've wound up with 3 projects on the go and none of them are finished, but they all will be. They all just need just a little bit of time left. I do have, this is my husband's top partially done, and I'm using the Thread Theory Finlayson sweater pattern for this. I have my top half done. Well, no, I just have to hem this. I'll tell you about the pattern when it's finished, what I decided to do with that, because there was a great deal of thought that went into that. And then I have cut out the t-shirt that I'm making for my husband. So other than those on my list of things I really want to sew for Christmas, I may make a shirt out of the waffle knit for my husband, and then I'm going to work on some rope bowls. Otherwise, that's pretty much all I wanted to make. But I do have hanging on my rack right here where I can see it all the time, 2 garments that I made earlier in the year that need some attention because I wasn't completely happy with them. So I'm hoping to get these 3 done this week and then work on those 2 garments. And one of them, someone asked me about in a video, it's the Mood Kari top. It's got the tulip sleeves, and when you lift your arms, it shows your bra, and I think I found a fix for that. I'll have the finished changes next week for those who are interested in that. I have not bought anything. I haven't been in a sewing store. I haven't really looked online. I've been thinking a fair bit about what I'm going to do next year, what goals I'm going to set, but we're going to talk about that in the coming weeks. For now, I don't feel like I was a super successful sewer this week because I only finished one thing. So next week should be a very satisfying week because I'll have all 3 of these other projects done. As you know, Friday Sews is a creation of Today in Jen's Sewing Room. And every week Jen gives us a prompt for a question. This week's prompt is, what's your go-to me-made gift item? And I'm very curious to hear what you make. I don't necessarily have great luck with these things. There are things that I have made for people and I thought they were wonderful, but then I know that they disappear into a bag in somebody's laundry room. So I don't know how successful I am at making things that people enjoy receiving. So hopefully you'll have some ideas that are better than the ones that I come up with. In the past, I've made gnomes, little Christmas gnomes. I think some people used those. I've made reusable produce bags. Don't know if anybody used those. I've made table runners, placemats. The one thing that people tend to like to receive that's me made is a wine bag, but I think it's more for the contents of the wine bag than the bag itself. So I'm hoping you have ideas for things that are well received. What else has been going on? Well, let's see. We had some snow. It's really pretty outside right now. With the sun shining on the fresh snow, it's all glimmering. It's not, it's cold, but it's not too cold. You just have to bundle up a little bit. Fortunately, I don't have to do a lot of running around except going to the party tomorrow night. I did put up our Christmas decorations. I'm one of those people who normally decorates the whole house, every room, something in every room. This year, I just wasn't feeling it. So I've put up our regular tree, which is a pre-lit artificial tree, and that's in the family room, which is at the back of the house. I've got a whole bunch of those little 4-foot pre-lit trees, and sometimes I'll just plug them into a corner and not add anything on it. I've put one of those out in the front of the house. And a few table runners, candles, a lit garland hanging on banisters, but generally not as much stuff this year. I've got the Christmas stuff in rooms where I'm going to see it all the time, and that's the important thing. And I do have my first ever Christmas amaryllis, which is doing quite nicely. And I think it'll probably bloom in late January. But I have to be kind of careful with this because the one cat, Baby G, she will eat it. So it has to go on a shelf every night and then come out into the sun every morning. Last week I told you I was going to try an internet Sabbath, and I did. And it was very successful. So I turned on, I didn't touch my phone, my iPad, or my computer at all on Sunday. Well, no, I did touch my phone. I was going to power off the phone, but then we don't have a home phone. The phone that I have, my mobile phone, is our home phone. Got it connected to cellular handsets, so I can actually pick up a phone. And I've learned that this is a very Gen X boomer thing to do this when you talk about talking on the phone. So I had to leave the phone on. And I'd forgotten that we were going out for dinner with someone on Sunday night, and I had not arranged for a pickup time. So that was the only time I looked at the phone was to text her and make arrangements for dinner. Didn't touch the computer. Didn't touch the iPad. Yeah, I watched TV. I got so much done in the sewing room. I cut out the 3 tops, and then I went through my closet and I got rid of a ton of little pieces of scraps. I organized the drawers where I have my linings and fat quarters that I use for funny little projects. I threw out a bunch of patterns that were cut and I'm never going to use again. And it was very productive. And the most interesting thing was, on Monday morning when I got up and I picked up my phone to see what was going on, I hadn't missed a thing. And I know that I look at the phone all the time. I've got a really bad habit of picking it up. And if I look at my stats on my iPhone, there are a ton of pickups during the day, but there's nothing there. So I'm going to do this every Sunday. If somebody wants to phone me, if they need to get a hold of me, they can phone me. But I'm just not missing things if I'm not looking at the phone or the computer or the iPad on Sundays. I broke my Wordle streak. That was okay. So the Internet Sabbath was a great experience, and I'm going to be doing it again. Okay, here's the information on the giveaway. Last week I got a little note from YouTube letting me know that my channel had surpassed 5,000 subscribers. And I was shocked and surprised and thrilled, but more than that, I was incredibly grateful. When I started doing this, it was because I was in my mid-50s and sewing again after being away for many years, 25, 30 years. And it was so much more challenging to find things that fit my style and that fit me. And when I went and I looked online, I didn't see people like me. I saw a lot of people in their 20s and 30s, or maybe professionals in their 40s, but there weren't people trying to sew for a body that was different or a style that had evolved. So I started doing this just because there was nobody like me out there, or I couldn't find them. And it seems like that's resonating with some people. And I have no answers. I have only questions. And when I post things, I know that I get such wonderful feedback from you. And that's why I do it. Because I don't always know what I'm doing, but I can post things on here and somebody can say, yeah, you know, you might want to try this, or here's an idea. So that's why I do this. It's because of the people like you who choose to spend 5 or 10 or 15 or 20 minutes watching these videos. And I wanted to find a way to say thank you other than just saying honestly and humbly, thank you. And the only way I could think about saying thank you was to give you something. Give one person something, because everybody likes something free. So here are the details on the giveaway. And I'm going to be as specific as I can. If they're not clear, let me know. I'm going to do a random drawing for one e-gift certificate so that the winner can go out and buy themselves some fabric. Depending on where the winner lives, the e-gift certificate will be from one place or another place. If the winner lives in Canada or the United States, they will receive a $100 Canadian gift certificate to Rick Rack Textiles here in Calgary, and I shop there all the time, and they ship all over Canada and the United States. So that's $100 Canadian, which is about $75 US. If the winner lives in the UK or overseas outside of Canada or the US, they will receive a £60 e-gift certificate for Minerva.com. So again, there'll be one drawing, one random drawing, and one person will win an e-gift certificate. If you would like your name entered for the drawing, here are all the details. Terms and conditions below. No, I'm just joking about that. But here are the details. If you would like to be entered into the contest by midnight Mountain Time, December 31st, 2023, in the comments below, just the comments on this particular video, you must explicitly state that you want to be entered in the contest. So your comment can say, I want to win, I'd like to be entered in the giveaway, I would like the e-gift certificate. You must say that, and that's one entry. If you would like a second bonus entry, in addition to the statement that you want to be entered, add either a sewing tip you'd like to share, or maybe a favorite pattern, favorite fabric store, anything you'd like to share, or an idea for something that you'd like me to maybe cover on the channel in the future. Contest closes midnight, December 31st, 2023. Before Friday Sews, for the first week of January 2024, I will do a random drawing of all entries for one name, and that person, I'll contact that person. They will have until January 31st, 2024 to respond to me, so I can send them the e-gift certificate. If that person doesn't respond to me by January 31st, 2024, I will do another drawing and we'll continue on. So if you enter and you see that you got a notification from me, read it, because maybe you won the prize. I'm happy to be able to do this one little thing, and maybe we'll have more giveaways in the future. We'll see how things go. But again, this is a special thank you to all the subscribers, and I'm just thrilled to be able to share my little sewing world with you. Whew, that was a lot of words to have to say. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'll see you next Friday. Again, thank you so much for watching, for subscribing. Take care. Have a great week.